argument for the existence of God, become popularly known as the Kalam argument for the existence of God. And it goes like this. It's very simple, just 3 parts. First, whatever begins to exist has a cause. Whatever begins to exist has a cause. Now, can you think of anything that began to exist that didn't have a cause behind it? Even David Hume, the most famous skeptic of all time, said, quote, "I never asserted so absurd a proposition as that anything might arise without a cause." So, whatever begins to exist has a cause. Secondly, the universe began to exist. Virtually every scientist now concedes that the universe and time itself had a beginning. So, whatever begins to exist has a cause. We know the universe began to exist. Therefore, the universe has a cause behind it. Now, what kind of a cause can bring a universe into existence? Well, it itself must be uncaused, because you can't have an infinite regress of causes, so it must be uncaused. It must be immaterial or spirit, because it existed before the material world existed. It must be eternal, because it was existed before time was created. It must be smart and powerful because of the precision and power of the creation event. It must have a personal will because it had to make the decision to create. And the principle of Occam's razor tells us there would be just one creator. So what have we got? We've got an uncaused, immaterial or spirit, eternal, smart, powerful, personal, one of a kind. It's a good beginning point to describe the God of the Bible. The Bible puts it this way in Psalm 102, verse 25. In the beginning, you, God, laid the foundations of the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. So I think cosmology goes a long way toward establishing the existence of a creator. But there are 2 challenges that are often raised by skeptics. The first challenge is this. We say whatever begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist, therefore the universe has a cause. And they will say to you, oh, well, if God created the universe, then what created God? And that's usually followed by na-na-na-na-na-na. Because they think they got you with that. Oh, yeah, well, then who created God? Well, the answer to that is nobody created God. The argument is not whatever exists has a cause. That's not the argument. The argument is whatever begins to exist has a cause. God, by definition, is eternal. He never began to exist. He has always existed. You see, before he created the universe, time didn't even exist. There was simply timelessness. Now, atheists shouldn't have a problem with something being eternal because they used to claim that the universe was eternal until science disproved them. So they shouldn't have a problem with something being eternal. And that thing that is eternal is God.